special feeling in Oldsmobile. There is a special feeling in Oldsmobile. More than the luxury ride, it's a feeling of pride that you feel inside.
Nothing like this.
Stuck behind the tree.
Flooding like this. But the hurricane
Just barely see it
around here to these folks. So
Hey everyone, this is my 1972 Oldsmobile 442 W-30. I got this all the way from South Carolina during when Hurricane Florence was down there. So it was quite the trip. 1,400 miles, or 1,400 to 1,500 miles we traveled through the storm all night and all day. It was quite the experience, but here it is. It's here. This is a real W-30. It has the original fenders on it, which have the holes for the 4, and then 2, and then 2 little small holes for the W-30 emblems. It's got the 442 grills. I believe it has a bumper from a convertible because it has these little bump stops on the front. I think I like them. I think I'll end up keeping it on the car. It's got the 442 grills here. These are originals. I know you can get repops now though, so that might be an option. But if we come up here, take a look at the VIN, if I can zoom in on that. That's a little blurry, but if we come to the door here, we'll open that up. Here's the original sticker, and you see the 5th letter is an X. That shows that it's a W-30, or at least has a W-30 package. This car was originally saddle bronze, just like my dad's, of course, with saddle tan interior. It had a black vinyl top, and with that notion in mind, I believe this car would have had the black W-30 stripes on it. But as you see, there's not too much left of the interior. Let me climb up in here. This is just the place we put this car while we wait to get a actual storage space for this. Odometer says it has 85,000 miles. I doubt that. It's got the clock in it, and then it's got like just the regular gauge pack, none of the rally stuff. It's got the original steering wheel. Surprisingly not all sticky, but it is very dried out. It came with a ton of keys. This says it's from Miami. And you got a little 8-ball on there as well. They had a gauge for the water temp, all that good stuff, voltage meter. Here's what's left of the interior. See, this car's been completely stripped down. Headliner's bad. Just everything in this car has to be stripped. Luckily, I have a Cutlass, so I'll be using that interior on this. Yeah, everything's gone. This car needs a lot of work. This back wall here is rotted pretty substantially, actually, from all the water just getting into it. The floor pans were put into here very badly. There's also rust starting. So this car needs quite a bit of work compared to my other Cutlass. But another thing, if you see here, this car has 3 pedals in it. This was a 4-speed car. Unfortunately, they freaking destroyed that. They cut out the old floor pan because I guess it probably would have rotted away. But it was the original 4-speed car. Had all the pedals down there. It was a bucket seat with center console as well. So, if it's not too expensive, I'd like to turn this back into a 4-speed car, if it's even possible. But we'll see. This car's going to take a lot of work. Came with all the trim, miscellaneous parts and stuff like that. But it needs a lot of work on the interior. Still love how the steering wheel's still there. But yeah, radio's gone. Dashboard is cracked. This has the fog, or the heat, or AC delete, I guess you'd call it. This was a heat-only car. So there's that. I try to get out of here. This window is also really messed up. So there's that. It has the great taillights. That's another indication it's a 72. I think those are my personal favorites. Yeah, this car needs a lot of work. It has a 455 in it that he says it runs, but it's missing a carburetor and headers on it. So I can't really say. I'm building up a 455 anyways, so I'll probably just end up using that and then use the one that's in here as a backup. Yeah, it's got the, just trying to think of anything else. It's got the sport mirrors already on it. The doors and everything are fine. It's just that the floor pans are really bad. The frame seems to be all right on this car. But yeah, it needs a lot of work. You can see the rear window's completely missing. I have the rear window, but you know, the shelving pack and all that, they'll probably all need to be redone. Still got the original speaker covers, surprisingly. There you go. Now you can really see the interior there. It's bad. It needs to be all stripped out, redone. I need to assess how bad the rust is. You can see here those nubs here for the vinyl top. Most people are going to say, oh, don't put the vinyl top back on, that it ruins the look. I say it completes it. I really love the vinyl tops on these cars. This is just the old man speaking in me. Let's see here. I think we can open up this door. Yeah, there's that saddle bronze color though. The original saddle bronze is still underneath this really crappy, what do you want to call it? Primer, I guess. You see they just sort of just went, you know, with a spray can or whatever. But yeah, it's still all there. I really wish they didn't do this, because I really love this color and I really wish they would have kept it. Let's hop up in here. Just miscellaneous stuff. Door handles. This car's got some bad leaks. That's why the floor pans are rotting out right now. Well, actually, get that out of the water there. But yeah, a ton of water in there, just sitting in there. I gotta figure out where it's leaking. I have a feeling it's from the seals on both sides of this being really bad. It looks like underneath here it's also really bad, so we're gonna have to pull out the dash. So yeah, there's that. Everything seems to be all right. With the dashboard itself, it's missing the trim around it, but I already have a dash for it. The glove box is surprisingly nice. And it's nice to have the original lock for it. Still all there. I actually end up finding the warranty card for this car, which I was surprised of. Let's see here. What I got in here? Some nail clippers or whatever. What is this? Just some bolts and stuff. Got the climate control there. Radio's missing, unfortunately, and it's been a little defiled. But yeah, oil pressure gauge, which I highly doubt works. Yeah, this car needs a lot of work. They just slapped down this like tar everywhere. It's like it's everywhere on this car. All this tar. I think there's more tar than actual metal here. It's crazy. So, but once we get this into the garage for the winter, we'll start working on this, and you guys will be seeing way more updates on this car. But for now, it's just going to be sitting here up until we can figure out a place to work on this. And so I can figure out these doors as well, because the glass and everything doesn't seem to be all that kind to it. The car doesn't sit this low. We just have it ratcheted so tightly down that it, even though the shocks are blown on this as well, but we have it ratcheted down so tight that, you know, we didn't want this car to move, since we'd be going pretty much all the way down to the very south besides Florida. That's about the only state we didn't hit on our journey. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun going on the trip. I had a lot of fun with my dad. Bless his heart for being crazy enough to go along with me and to get this thing. You know, I had a really great time. You know, it's just something that I'll probably cherish for the rest of my life. You know, actually going on a adventure with your dad. You know, but yeah, I can't wait to get started working on this, get it cleared out. I think it's going to be a really, really fun project. I can't wait to just dig into the thing. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Sorry I can't really go into more detail with it. You know, I don't want to loosen the straps to show you the engine or anything up until we get this car to its next destination, by the time I put this video up, it will be gone. So yeah, I still can't believe I own this.